I'm just like spoilers for all of Barbie, I guess. Hi Pikachu. Hi YouTube. I just realized I'm not wearing pink. I don't feel like getting up to change, but you know what? My favorite color is pink, so my at the core of my core, is pink. But oh, I'm supposed to be using this. The ring light that I'm using that does not much. Okay, the ring light does very little, but I put a lamp up. I don't know if you can see that. Whatever. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I live my life in pink. I mean, I'm surrounded by pink things right now. My phone is pink, according to Apple. I'm watching this. I paused this because I decided to make this video. This is a pink coated movie. Another pink coated movie. This is pink. This is pink. This is a pillowcase I use to cover my eyes because the sun makes me wake up. Like, my brother helped me spray paint my new table. Barbie pink. I helped on these pink plushies. I probably will never wear this tie, but I love the shade of pink it is, and so it's there. You can't see, but I have a trash can in the kitchen that's the shade of pink. Sorry for about the mess. I just moved. I got a lot organized today. May not look like it, but and then I did a lot in the kitchen. Pink! My hair looks like this because I showered. I like hyper focused on organizing my room today, and so I needed a shower. It's gross. I decided to talk about the Barbie the album, the soundtracks of Barbie the movie. I've already seen Barbie the movie twice in theaters. I kind of want to see it again, but I'll see where my money's at. It's not a perfect movie, but I really enjoyed it and immediately became one of my favorites. You know, I could do a criticism of Barbie the movie, but I'm here to talk about the music because one of my special interests is music and like pop culture and stuff, and I love talking about it. So I decided to incorporate that into a video, and if you like it, let me know. If not, move on, because I'm probably gonna do this again if I have fun with this, so fair warning. What would Barbie say? I love this. I don't know how to transition into the video. I'm gonna start the video now. I need to annotate my notes a little bit before I try to read it. Okay, so I'm gonna start with like my least favorite, or like the last one on the list. And then I'll end with my favorite song on the album. And it's funny because I didn't plan this out because I don't really plan things. I filmed me saying what my favorite song was first, and then I realized that I should do it in reverse. So you can look forward to that little moment because I'm gonna leave it in because I'm not gonna do another take. Anyway, so I have 16 songs on this list because 2 songs are tied. I think there are 17 songs on the album. Overall, I like the album. It's fun to like listen to at work, but I definitely have ones that stand out that I keep going back to. And I'll talk about that more later. Okay, so number 16, and remember, this is purely biased, extremely biased. It's just like mostly based on vibes. The last one is Pink by Lizzo. And pink goes with everything. And my notes literally, hold on. Ask Beyonce. I'll see if I can find a clip of that and include it. This clip is so funny to me because you have to be a little bit chronically online or like tapped into what's going on in pop music specifically to understand the layers that are there, because that's Beyonce at her fucking Formation tour. Renaissance. Bitch. Which I saw. Amazing. She's amazing. And that song is basically a reclamation of Madonna's song. Is it Vogue? Michael's gonna kill me. Sorry, Michael. He probably won't watch this. in which Madonna lists a bunch of like white famous people, and Beyonce reclaimed it and names a bunch of non-white famous people. And it normally includes Lizzo, and she skipped Lizzo's name, presumably because of the allegations against Lizzo, which is really interesting because Lizzo was always talked about idolizing Beyonce and like skipping class to go see her in concert, and just like they had such good moments at the Grammys this year. It's crazy. That's like mother literally disowned you is what that is. And then on top of it, Beyonce said badu 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 when like 2 days before, Erykah Badu posted a picture of one of Beyonce's hats from the Formation tour and a picture of Erykah Badu herself in a similar hat, and was like, apparently I'm everybody's stylist now, which is like, you are just trying to be relevant because they're not the same hat, and Beyonce's been wearing it forever, and fashion's just fucking like, you just, ooh. It's the same fucking energy as Madonna being like, well, all the slutty pop stars today can have me to thank because nobody could be slutty before me or whatever. I just need these like older celebrities to like just like chill for a second. Like, people want to idolize you. People see you as icons. If you just shh, you won't ruin it for yourselves. Anyway, there's that. Sorry, I have to get back to this video, but you can see that this is a special interest of mine because I'm just like, I want to info dump aggressively about it. I'm not wearing a shirt. Not me editing this whole segment of this video and then Beyonce comes out today, the 15th, being like, I love you, Lizzo. Okay. It's the "Are you sure?" but go off intonation in the person's voice at the end there. Okay. They said based. They said, you know, speak your truth, I guess. They said, that's unexpected, but I support you, mother. They said, might be a questionable thing to say, but you are a strong, independent woman who knows herself. So, okay. The tea is sloshing. Nobody really knows it's very hot, but nobody knows which way it's going. It could be spilling over this side, it could be spilling over that side, or that side, or that. Nobody is safe. It's a circle on the top. It's a hollow cylinder. I'm not a gay math. That's an inside joke with me and Michael, so I'm not gonna explain it to you because you're not Michael, unless you are. Hi, Michael. But anyway, I mean, I don't love the beginning of the song. I know it's meant to be like extra cheesy for the plot point that it serves in the movie, but it makes me not want to listen to it, even with the flip reverse in the lyrics. I enjoy it in the movie. I think it really works in the scheme of the movie, but I'm not gonna really listen to it, in a large part because I don't like it, but also because Lizzo is now like a questionable person to enjoy. And I never really liked a ton of her music anyway. Like, there are a couple that I wouldn't necessarily skip, but like, it's funny that they gave her this song in the movie because the beginning feels like her brand, and I feel like Greta was probably conscious of that. I wonder if Lizzo was conscious of it, but it's like her brand feels very like corporate, watered down optimism, like the live, laugh, love paintings at Walmart or Target, you know, with glitter on them, and like they're very devoid of any real meaning. That also ties into the drama she's involved in. I'm not going to talk about it, but just like the idea that the allegations against her are true and like stand in stark contrast to what she supposedly stands for as an artist is just so beautifully ironic to me, because I always got this vibe of like, this is just like capitalistic optimism. This is not rooted in anything real or emotional or you know, that's what it feels like I don't know her, you know, but like that's the vibe that I get and that other people get too. Well, my hair is doing crazy things. Also, do you love this angle? I don't have a tripod, so this is what we're doing. Love you. Okay, so number 15, second to last, is Barbie Dreams by 50/50 and Kali. I've never listened to Kali, but I liked 50/50's debut EP. It was really funny. I like did it. It wasn't on my radar at all, but I was really drunk coming home one night, and all of a sudden, I like my K-pop playlist ended, and I was listening to this new music I had never heard, but that was like really like good and a bop after bop, and I was drunk and just like looking around like nobody else is hearing this because I'm wearing headphones obviously, and I'm like, this is amazing. I don't know how it got here or where it came from. It like felt like magic. Wow, I was really drunk probably. So I like 50/50. I don't stand them like I do other K-pop groups. Like I don't know their names or anything, but I like their debut album and they make fun music. This song is unlistenable to me. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they had a different producer, mixer, what. I just like, what did I write? I was really disappointed in the song because 50/50 had such a strong debut this year out of nowhere. That's true. Yeah, they like really rocketed out of nowhere, and getting on this album was a big deal to begin with. It's epic that they got included. Okay, I just need to read my notes. It's epic that they got included on the soundtrack. This song is so irritating to me, literally grating for me to listen to. And I love noise music. Parentheses affectionate. Like I love what people would constitute as noise music, or it was like people would say like derogatorily construction music, but I reclaimed it affectionately because I love music that like tickles my neurodivergent brain. It's like heavy metal and screamo. It's like Stray Kids and some of like ATEEZ's and NCT's music. It's just like, what sounds are they making? And it's like it's taking what's his name? Wall of Sound. Oh, I can't remember his name. I just remembered Phil Spector. I was gonna look it up, but I remembered it. Wall of Sound, Phil Spector. A wall of sound to the next level, because it's just like, it's not just a wall of sound of instruments, it's a wall of sound of like sounds. Sound. Oh, I need to copyright that. Can I copyright that just by saying it verbally? Dibs on that copyright on Wall of Sounds. Okay, anyway. 50/50, what was I talking about? Whenever it's playing, I just want to turn it off. I generally skip it. I tried to listen to it a couple times to like write notes about it, and I like Kali's voice. The song is so irritating to me overall, and I think it is a lot of how it's mixed because the girls are not untalented. I think it's just like a weird production situation or just like a bad song. And maybe it's just me. I'm sure people love it, but like I can't listen to it. Anyway, disappointing. That's what I don't remember when it happened in the movie. It's another one that has a musical illusion, but we're in a moment of musical illusions. We're oversaturated with musical illusions right now, which sucks because I love them. And like, if I write music, a lot of times I make musical illusions. I think it makes sense if you're really interested in music and passionate about it to want to reference things that you love. But we are so saturated with illusions. And I think it works in this album because it's a very nostalgia driven movie. And Barbie is a massive pop culture icon who is referenced in so many ways across so many areas of life. Like even just look at like fucking Nicki Minaj, and there's another musical illusion in her song, on top of her being, you know, a Barbie identified and her fandom being called Barbs. So like it makes sense that there are a ton of musical illusions in this song. Is it clear that I'm saying illusions and not illusions? I like the opening of this song with this musical reference, this musical illusion. It's something about the hi-hat and the like kind of syncopated rhythm. There's just something off about it. Like it's not awful, and I'm sure I could get used to it the more I listen to it. But the past few times I've tried to listen to it, I just like, it's like I can feel it in my nerve endings in a bad way. So no tea, no shade. They're very talented people. Not for me. All right, so number 14, which is third to last, is Home by Haim. It sounds like a Haim song. It sounds, I think I wrote, it sounds like a Haim B-side. Yeah, just sounds like a Haim B-side, literally what I opened with. Forgettable, and I don't really know why it's on this iconic album. Haim is like, I think, a niche popular band with straight white women in particular. And that is, as far as I know, Greta and Margot Robbie's perspective. And a large part of the perspective they bring to this film. And they're also very tied to Taylor Swift, but I feel like this is like, you know, you can't get Taylor Swift, you get her besties who are also like iconic to your main demographic. Where are the lyrics to this song? Can I see lyrics on the computer? Oh, it's the fucking microphone. Okay. You think you know me well, I know me better. I'm not the girl who waits around just to be walked all over. Okay. So this is her like, you know, you can't just bring the patriarchy into Barbie land and walk over me and Barbie. Could never stay the same when everything felt so wrong. Okay, so I mean it ties into the movie. I think this makes sense because I feel like from what I heard Billie Eilish talk about, Greta had meetings with artists. I don't know if she met with every artist. But I know Billie Eilish was shown certain scenes that you can tell like strongly influenced the song and music video that she made. So this seems like they, you know, saw a cut of the movie or got a rundown of the movie, and this seems very like specific to like Barbie's inner monologue as she's dealing with patriarchy takeover, and it's just like spoilers for all of Barbie, I guess. But also like her, you know, ultimate question, which is like, do I stay in Barbie land when I know what else is out there? I've left and come back. What am I closer to? Literally, I'm just scrolling, but yeah. Okay, so it makes sense thematically, but ultimately it doesn't stand out to me as a song. And that's like, might not skip it depending on the mood I'm in, but a lot of times when I'm listening to music, I need something that's like moving more because or like bigger in some ways. Moving, upbeat, like not always upbeat, but like bigger. I like slowed down acoustics sometimes. This song isn't bad, it just doesn't stand out to me, especially in the scheme of this album. I have like holes in my brain, like whatever it is, because I literally have not been reading these notes. It's just talking out of my ass, but here I wrote, lyrically it speaks to stereotypical Barbie's big decision in the movie, but auditorium. Oh, auditorily, and then I didn't finish that statement. Well, that's fine. I think I made my point. Next. Okay, so the next one is Forever and Again by the Kid Leroy. Was he gonna play? Did I mute it? Oh, how did that happen? I'm so good at stuff. Used to be the one that you wait on. All the nights I couldn't find my way home. You keep on fighting through your fears, your demons. So I like, it's a fine song. But what I can't get past is that he sounds like a Justin Bieber impersonator, and this is why this is a biased ranking, because like that is very subjective, but it's distracting to me when he goes into like these like refrains and choruses, especially is like he doesn't sound exactly like Bieber, but he sounds like he wants to sound like Bieber. Anyway, I feel like this is from Ken's perspective, because it's like, I'll be loyal to you forever, I won't let you go, don't run away from me. Yeah. What did I write? Okay, so boring, and he just sounds like generic Justin Bieber. Trying to figure out whose perspective the lyrics are from, and it's probably Ken to Barbie. Oh, interesting. Wait, let me look back at these. Okay, it's a very like obsessively like, I will be loyal to you, I will stay by your side forever. So I decided that canonically it's from Ken's perspective to Barbie in then like kind of a toxic codependent way. So before maybe he has his big character development moment at the end. But I decided, because I had canon Barbie and Gloria. Boria. that it's from Gloria's perspective, and she's like, I will take care of you, you're in the real world now, you are my wife, my husband doesn't mind, we're polyamorous anyway. That would bump it up in the list if I didn't not want to listen, if I don't want to listen to it. I probably wouldn't skip it immediately like with Barbie Dreams or Pink. I'm more likely to listen to it again than Home, which is why it's higher on the list, just because it's got a beat and it is a good song. Maybe I could get used to it if I could just like focus on him sounding not like anyway. Okay, so the next one, number 13 and something from the bottom, I don't know, I lost count, is Hey Blondie by Dominic Fike. It's a cute sounding song theoretically. Hey Blondie, there's a million eyes on you, get curious. Hey Blondie. And I feel like it would have been great in the early 2000s. Also, I'm looking at my notes now, and I had a typo. It was like, hey, bloody. This typo is fun. And I wrote in parentheses, what if the next movie she gets her period for the first time and Dominic revamps this song as Hey Bloody? If you do that, Dominic, you need to contact me because I'll need like 5% or 10% of something for that idea. So you're welcome, and also call me. Email me. I don't like phone calls. Now I'm gonna tell you I don't like your song. It's fun and delightful, and I can hear it in my head when I read the title, which is one of the things that makes me put songs higher on my list. If I can't remember it, I'm not gonna come back to it. So it gives me a little bit of the ick to hear a man say Hey Blondie over and over again. It's a nice song. I'm not going to skip it most of the time, although I might now that I've thought about it more. It sounds like someone tried to take a 2000s John Mayer song and make it in 2023 with no updating or elevating. No offense to Dominic, his voice is lovely, and it is a cute song. I'm just like meh on it. Like I don't think it did anything extraordinary. It's kind of like some of Dua Lipa's music, like Dua Lipa's music song on this one, where it's like it's referencing a specific thing but not really doing anything to make it more exciting. And then on top of that, I'm just like, I don't want to hear this man say Hey Blondie over and over again. Maybe I'm triggered because I grew up blonde, but yeah. You know, like Hey Blondie is like, it's demeaning to me, and have a man sing it is weird to me. Like I don't know him, but it just makes me uncomfortable. I should probably put it lower, but overall it's like a bop, and I'm sure that my like feelings about it are a little like skewed, so I'm like trying to be a little subjective. Oh no, I lied. It is slightly unbiased. Very slightly, vaguely, not enough to get. Okay, number 11 is loud. Journey to the Real World by Tame Impala. I don't think I've listened to much Tame Impala before. I didn't recognize their sound, and I don't remember. Oh yeah, this is just like the transition song when they travel to the real world. So it's mostly instrumental, and then it's got like this kind of like ethereal voice that goes like, the real world. I actually like this song, but it doesn't feel like a real song. Like, I think it would be higher on my list if it was just like longer and more realized. I understand that it's serving a certain purpose in the film, so they just like put it in as this like, you know, here's this little bridge song that happens in the middle of the movie. But I do kind of wish it was a full song. Tame Impala, you should work on that. It's short and to the point and acts as a transitional song in the movie, and is just kind of a pretty bridge within the album. It doesn't annoy me or offend me with its boringness as much as some of the following songs on the list, or some of the songs I already talked about. I don't find it as boring, but I feel like I wouldn't necessarily skip it at work unless I was focusing really closely on the music. But I might skip it. If I was listening with headphones. So that's why it's kind of in the middle. I'm a music critic. I don't know what to tell you, man. This is so funny because the number 10 is Silver Platter. And whew, had a long day today. That's good. I love when I actually get tired, and it means I'm not sleep well. So I was like, Silver Platter, there's a song called Silver Platter. My notes say, Silver Platter doesn't stand out in my memory when I think about the album. Something truer has never been stated. Oh, it's the Khalid song. I don't remember what that sounds like. That's so funny. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, so it doesn't stand out to me when I think about the album, obviously, but his vocals are so lovely and beautiful, and he is, like, very vocally talented, and he kind of just, like, does a lot of riffs in this. What are the lyrics? If you take a look over your shoulder, saw me standing there, would you give me a wave? And if I part this ocean in between us, would you even care? Would you walk away? So this feels like another one that's, like, from Ken's perspective, and he's like, no matter what I do, you don't want me. Me. Lyrically, it's generic and audibly, yeah, I was just thinking that reading those lyrics. I was like reading the lyrics and thinking, why have I been so intimidated about the lyrics I've been writing and like feeling imposter syndrome when this is the lyrics. I mean, they're not bad, they're just like kind of generic in that super like not to say the word elevated again, but elevated. Anyway, his voice is beautiful. Lyrically, it's generic, and audibly, it's just kind of there. Not the caliber I expected from such a smart, intentional film. This part of the list, yeah, from like this point to the ones that I've already listed, like the second half of the list that I'm doing first is what I considered the B-sides. They just kind of like are there to fill space, and it's fine. Like they work thematically, or they like bring something, but it felt like it kind of diluted the power of this album that has some otherwise good moments. But I understand that like a movie is long and you need a lot of music. It's just like when you put a lot of thought and you get something like Speed Drive and Fighter by Ava Max and Billie Eilish's song, like then you put stuff like this other stuff like forgettable, like Silver Platter is so forgettable to me. It's higher up here because his vocals are amazing and it is a beautiful song, but I just don't remember it, and it's like boring even though it's beautiful. Anyway, I had higher expectations for the music on this album. Maybe those expectations were misplaced, but they are what they are. Okay, my hand is falling asleep from holding my camera. Okay, I might have to reconfigure. Well, the lighting is better when I hold it over here. Whatever. My arm's just gonna fall asleep, apparently. Okay, number 9 is not a B-side because it's a very important song in the movie, and a lot of people like it, apparently, but it is Dance the Night by Dua Lipa. Now, in the scheme of the movie, I enjoy it. It's the big, what do they call it? The embossed, it's not embossed, dance number. Bespoke. It's bespoke. The big group number at Barbie's house. In the scene where she says, does anybody ever think about dying? And so it works in the movie, but overall it's just kind of like, it feels like a song that didn't make it onto Future Nostalgia, and that still would have been kind of a B-side on Future Nostalgia, and it feels kind of redundant when you take Future Nostalgia into consideration. But it also, yeah, it's just kind of generic, and like it's fine. I don't necessarily want to skip it, but that's mainly because I like a disco beat. Let's see what I wrote. The song is so mid to me. I can't believe it's been charting above other songs on the album. It's just like, it's mostly like redundant, but it's just, it doesn't stand out. Like it wouldn't have made it onto Future Nostalgia. Do you know what I mean? And that was an iconic album for her. It surprises me that it's charting above songs that I really love, like Speed Drive. I understand that Dua Lipa has a very like, a much more mainstream popularity than, maybe Charlie XCX does, but it still surprises me. It's fun but not mind-blowing. I generally think it has to do with its pivotal role in the movie. Like people are like trying to relive that moment in the movie, which is valid, and like I will listen to songs for reasons like that. I just like don't feel that way about this song, which is honestly why it's even this high in my ranking. Well, see, there I go. Like it stands out to me because it's so important in the movie, so that makes sense. She's much more relevant in mainstream pop music right now than Charli XCX, even if the music isn't superior. Also, I will take this moment because it's my video and say that I hated Dua. Oh my god, forgot I wrote this. I hated Dua in the movie. I think they should have kept it as a sight gag like what's his name, who was the male mermaid. But they kept giving her lines and her American accent was so bad it was distracting. Like I loathe Will Ferrell, but I'd rather keep him in the movie than her. Oh no. I'd rather somebody else be in it than Will Ferrell, but like she was so distractingly bad to me. Sorry, Dua. I think you're beautiful and I like some of your music. Wow. That's been plaguing my thoughts. Oh, I completely lost track. I was like, what did I just read? That's been plaguing my thoughts. She was bad. Okay, had to get it out. Not sorry. I don't hate Dua. Levitating was a fun song. I still go back to, and the album was solid. It's part of why I'm so hard on this song. I had higher expectations, but this just feels like a song that got cut from Future Nostalgia in like round 1 of cuts. Maybe round 2. It might have made it to round 2. Like they brought in like 75 songs and then they cut it down to 50, and this one didn't make it past that cut. But then she was like, you know what, Greta needs a song and I can rework some of these lyrics and it's just literally like perfect, so I have to deliver, and she didn't. Okay, we're at number 8 and it's the tie, so I'm gonna play both of them and then talk about them. So it's Butterfly. Oh, there's side by side on the album too. Butterflies by Gail. See, I like this song, but it doesn't stand out in my mind when I think about the album, so that's why it's lower on the list. But I do like it, and I love that musical illusion. It works so well with that, and I love the song. I need to listen to it more so I can remember it, because every time I listen to it, I'm like, this is a good song, and that's the same way I feel about the Pink Pantheress song, which is Angel. Let's skip ahead again. Everyone told me life was hard, but it's a piece of cake. I love her music. It just makes me feel happy. It is like eating powdered sugar, pink powdered sugar. It's delightful. And I love this song. I just can't remember. I'm starting to remember Angel a little more, so I would probably put it higher. We could say it's number, whatever. I don't know how this counts, but excuse me. I can't hear them in my head automatically, but when I play them, I'm delighted and invested. I love Butterfly for the musical illusion and just how fun it is. It is. It gives me like punk girl, like pop punk girl, like the little more like rawness of like 90s punk than normal pop punk. But also like an electronic element. I love that. I love Angel because it feels so fresh, but also comforting, like I've listened to it for years. Like a lot of Pink Pantheress' music, honestly. And I think that's what's so cool about Pink Pantheress is her music feels so fresh, and like I've never heard music like this necessarily. But it also is like comforting and easy to listen to, and like that sugary like sweetness that it feels like I have been listening to it forever. It's just like so comforting that it feels like I know it. And her voice is so lovely. And then I think also it's interesting because aesthetically she styles herself as like truly like 2000s core, like Ross Dress for Less outfits, you know, but like the cool older sister. I saw somebody tweet that one time, and so that kind of like nostalgia is there aesthetically and audibly. I don't know, but yeah, I love these songs. I just don't remember them and they haven't gotten stuck in my head, but I can hear Angel like so it's definitely moved up. Okay, number 7 or number 6, I don't know, is Proves That I'm a Hypocrite, because I don't remember what Watati, let me see what it Watati by Carol G and Aldo Ranks. It's a little bop, man, and whenever it comes on I want to dance. Such a fun, I said that, such a fun little bop. And the lyrics are just like, okay, I looked them up. Hey daddy, let's go to the disco, which captures the fun silliness in this movie. Also, Greta talks about Barbie feeling, like she talks about how Barbie feels like disco. And so they went for a lot of disco aesthetics in the movie, especially the dance scene, which is why Dua Lipa's song is there and has heavy disco references. So this song doesn't auditorily reference disco necessarily that I noticed, but it references it in the lyrics, which is fun, and it's just like, hey, let's go party. I love that, and it's just, yeah, it's a bop, not a skip. Okay, number 6, Man I Am by the They Them of the Moment, Sam Smith. Man I am. Okay, it's catchy. I can hear it when I read the title. It gets stuck in my head a little bit. What did I write? To be fair, I don't love this song. I like it, but I don't love it. It's this high because it's catchy and I can hear the hook when I read the title. Also, the super sleazy, classy, and breezy Ken is so smooth. Super sleazy, sexy, and freaky Ken. So it has some really good moments in it. I also like the implication that Ken is a little gay. I know they're like a multi-being or whatever, like Barbie and Ken are multi-beings, so like there could be a gay Ken, obviously. This is just the Sam Smith Ken or whatever, but it's so fun when he says no woman can possibly stop me, because that's like, it's a reference to the patriarchy moment in the movie. It plays into the gender dynamics in the movie, but also the fact that Sam is a homo. They're non-binary and queer, and it does sound almost exactly. Oh, that's right. So part of the problem I have with it is it sounds almost exactly like Vulgar in parts, which is the song they released recently with Madonna. And like I keep expecting Madonna to pop in on this song. But I also like Vulgar despite it not being amazing. It's kind of like gay music culture. It's like sometimes it's not like amazing, but it hits something, hits some kind of strikes some kind of I'm sorry. I don't know if it was purposeful, but it probably was on some level because he makes a borderline reference in Man I Am. Okay, so that could be because she's another blonde icon, Madonna. I don't know if it was that deep, but there definitely is some kind of crossover here, like maybe production or something, because he makes a Madonna reference, or maybe he's just, I'm so sorry, I keep saying. Okay, I don't know what all I just said. They do make a Madonna reference in this, and it sounds like the song they did with Madonna. Anyway, yeah, Ken is gay. Barbie World by Nicki and Ice Spice. This is honestly this high because of the Barbie Girl original song and Ice Spice. I don't love Nicki that much anymore. I feel like a lot of her songs sound the same these days, and also she's got bad vibes. Just Sticky Nicki. But this song, I mean, this song is good. I just like, I always feel weird liking a Nicki Minaj song. She's got just a bad vibe, you know. I forgot I like this song a lot. I love this song. I don't know if I love this song. Okay. Look. It has to be up here. It samples the original Barbie song with the Queen Barb herself, Nicki, plus 2023's rap darling Ice Spice. It got so many catchy moments. I love listening to it. The line, "It girls and we ain't playing tag" should win a Pulitzer Prize alone. So true. I love that line. And I keep thinking about this podcast I listened to. I think it was a guest commentator, but it was Pop Pantheon by DJ Louie the 14th. Shout out, sorry if that's wrong. But he said Nicki has two notebooks. One's just a plain like gray or black notebook, maybe brown. And the other one is like fuzzy and pink, and that's where she keeps the really good couplets. And then I just imagine she like whipped out the fuzzy pink notebook for the Barbie song. And It Girls and We Ain't Playing Tag. I feel like she's been sitting on that lyric for like 7 years, just waiting for the right moment. She's like, someday I'm going to do this song. And she did it. Good for her. Oh my god, number 4 is Choose Your Fighter by Ava Max. I heard that Ava Max had another Barbie song. It's also really good. Go listen to it. But Choose Your Fighter, I can hear immediately. You could be a lover or a fighter, whatever you desire. Life is like a runway and you're the designer. The designer. Like some of the lyrics are pretty corny, but it's a bop, and that's what pop is about. And I'd rather something kind of campy and corny than like boring and cliche. Like Khalid's song was kind of boring and cliche, whereas this is just like campy and corny in a fun way. I don't know how to articulate that better. Let's see what I wrote. It's a bop, and I can hear the hook in my head whenever I look at the title, which is a sign of good work in my mind. Absolutely. Short but sweet. Oh my god, the queen herself, Billie Eilish. What was I made for? First of all, the lyrics to this, fucking devastating. She just nails it so hard, so much of the time. What a brilliant woman. Billie Eilish is a genius, and she proved it time and time again. It's so simple, yet so perfect. I used to float, now I just fall down. I Loved You. She does an interview with like Apple Music or something talking about preparing this song and meeting with Greta and thinking about this song and trying to write it, and it's so compelling. I love listening to her talk about how she makes art. She's very inspiring to me. What Was I Made For? It's so simple yet so perfect. It feels like a song Barbie from the movie would sing, would probably write if she could figure out how to write lyrics, and yet it feels so much like Billy's memoir in song form. And she talks about that in the interview. She's like, "This is how I feel."
Every single lyric is exactly how I feel. Exactly how I feel. Every lyric, exactly how I feel. You hear me? Or you want, look at my mouth. It's exactly how I feel. It's about my life. Anyway, sorry, but
her songs usually feel really personal, but this one feels particularly personal. It floats just like the first line, but it's also haunting, which so much of her music can be called haunting for sure. This is haunting in a very soft floaty way. I love that she incorporated floating into the sound, or what her brother did, Phineas. But it floats like the lyrics say. It's beautiful. It's full of pathos. It is it. I should write song album reviews. Oh my god, do you want to hire me to write album reviews? All right, what are your predictions? Number 2. It's I'm Just Ken by Ryan Gosling. Oh my god, this song. An immediate fucking iconic song. I get it stuck in my head. I had it stuck in my head for like a week after I saw the movie the first time. I'm always number 2. I tried. I'm just Ken. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Been stuck in my head. This is what I wrote. Also, it's an incredible original song. Fits the tone of the movie perfectly. It is high art combined with satire and lowbrow humor. Who knew Ryan Gosling can fucking sing? Thank you, Mother Greta Gerwig, for bringing this information to the masses. Apparently, he also had a song on like a Conjuring 2 soundtrack, or his band did. Amazing. Also, just read that he charted on the Billboard Hot 100 for the first time. So congrats, King deserved. Let's get him higher. I guess I'm a Ken stan. I'm more of a Barbie stan for sure, but I think there's space to stand both of them. I would drop Ken in a hot minute in favor of Barbie, but I think we all would. Besides, like, Ben Shapiro. And we've made it number one. The girl herself, the queen herself, the fucking boss bitch herself. It's been stuck in my head for days. It's my number 1 on repeat. I already wrote a video, made a clip talking about it, but we're here and I'm going to capture the excitement. We're just going to go out on this. I should do a conclusion. I'm gonna have to like edit this and clip it so I don't get. How do people get around copyright with like comments? You're so funny, blow my mind. Jump into the driver's seat and put it into speed drive. On a different frequency. This is a great moment in the movie. It's such a fun moment in the movie. Apparently, it's a reference to Birds of Prey, which I haven't seen, but it's just great, and I love the song so much. Stream Speed Drive by Charlie XCX. It's so good. She deserves to chart higher. She deserves the streams. She's like, maybe buy the song if you're into that. I'd heard of Charlie XCX before this, but I don't think I'd really actively listened to her music. But I heard this song. I listened to it before the album came out, I think, because a lot of the songs dropped before the movie came out. Like I definitely listened to What I Was Made For, Billie Eilish's song, before it came out. But oh my god, this song stuck in my head since I heard it practically, and I want to loop it when I listen to it. It just moves, and I am a sucker for a musical illusion. Oh my god, I'm not even reading my notes. I just started talking. Okay. Yeah, I literally won't leave my head, and I want to listen to it again as soon as it ends. Look, I'm so consistent as a person. I love a clean musical illusion. So like the The "All Barbie You're So Fine" is a musical allusion or reference to "Hey Mickey You're So Fine." I love it. It fits so well with the, like, whatever it is, like dance pop. It's not hyper pop. I always think of hyper pop as something that sounds like this, but hyper pop is like what Pink Pantheress does, I think. I'm new to this. I don't know all genres. I don't know genres very well, but I'm learning. Yeah, this song is just like, it's pure good fun. It is like clever, but not overly clever. It is so catchy. I cannot stop listening to it. It's my number one on repeat right now. I'll take a screenshot of that. Yeah, it's so fun and it makes me want to listen to more of her music. That one is so good. 10 out of 10, outsold. Yeah, number one, my top. Oh, should I go in reverse? No. Yeah. That's so funny. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go in reverse, and so it'll be like. And number one is Speed Drive by Charlie XCX. All the things I just said. I'm gonna stay at this angle because I'm tired. That was my review of Barbie the Album. Overall I really like it and I would play it through. There are a couple skips on it that I talked about. But overall I liked it, and like if streaming wasn't a thing, I would probably buy the CD and listen to it a lot. So, this is tangential, but I really want them to release the DVD with like Greta Gerwig director commentary on it. I've just got a new special interest in DVDs and bonus features on DVDs, especially movies I'm nostalgic for. And so I want that for this, manifesting it. Anyway, this album is solid. I would probably give it like an 8 out of 10 because I feel like there was a lot of filler and I felt like they could be more intentional with some of the songs compared to how intentional they were with other songs. It feels unbalanced. But like I said, overall, I enjoy a lot of the music. And I've come back to a lot of the music, and it's definitely influenced like my current on repeat. It's definitely in my rotation. Let me know what you think of the music. Let me know what you think of my opinions on the music. Let me know what you think about the movie. I'd love to talk about it. I've been really excited about it since the first trailer dropped, and it didn't disappoint. Like I said, it's not perfect, and maybe I could do like a review of it down the line. I will definitely be going back to it, so good work. It also created a new parasocial relationship for me, which is Greta Gerwig, and I've been deep diving her interviews, and I watched Little Women like 3 times in 2 days. So yeah, talk about influencers, talk about being influenced. Okay, frequency. Red lights, red lights, red lights. Got the top down, tires on fire.